Crypto news announcement here. It is February 17th, and before I get into this video, please read the disclaimer below on the take of the shilling of the tokens. So let's talk about the price action of the majors really quick. So Bitcoin here, it is pretty much going sideways still, and I'm still expecting it to go a little lower to perhaps 94K. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow, maybe today, but in any case, I expect it to hit 94K still before we could see it perhaps go a little more up. And for it to actually go down below here, I'm actually currently not really expecting that at this point anymore because of, first of all, the liquidation heat map. Most of the liquidity is stacked at 94, and we've actually seen 94 to be quite a strong support beforehand. So I'm not really sure if it will actually go down into the lower 90s, but it is a possibility. But currently, I'm actually biased for 94K to be quite a major support, and we could see Bitcoin bounce perhaps. Maybe it'll touch 98K or something soon. There's a lot of liquidity stacked over here, but that's essentially what's going on with the majors. Still a little bit bearish short term, but midterm I am pretty bullish on it. And if you look at the price action of the coins, so base memes pretty much going sideways. They're a little bit green because Ethereum's actually really strong in this market. Like if you look at Solana's just shitting the bed while Ethereum is just going to the moon somehow. I don't know if this is going to be a sustained rally. I actually expect Ethereum to, I mean, it could squeeze higher. It's possible, maybe to dare, but I'm again a little short-term bearish. But we'll see what's going to happen. I haven't super sold anything. I'm still holding, but I'm just realizing the current market conditions. Solana memes overall, they got pretty destroyed. A lot of them got destroyed because Solana's down a lot. So even the meme coins, Popcat's actually holding up pretty well for its current market condition. And then if we look at the AI coins, so Virtual's AI, not really doing too hot. If you look at Virtual's AI versus base memes are catching a lot more bids in comparison. So that kind of shows you where some short-term strength is. And if we look at Solana AI as well, Solana AI is still pretty weak. So ARK is down because Solana is down a lot. And I still think this is the best AI project out of all of them, out of even base AI. I think ARK is probably the best one currently. But if you look at the other tokens, it's pretty much everything's down, even on Solana AI, because Solana as a major is down. It's not because AI is dead. It's because Solana is dead here. But we'll see what's going to happen. It could be possible that it goes a little bit lower Solana here, like 170 maybe this level like 155 or something. It's possible in the coming days before it continues to go back up again, but we'll see what's going to happen. Or I don't know if it'll rally, but possible to get back to this white line, sure. But currently Solana kind of just shitting the bed right now. Not really super bullish in the short term, but let's look at quick enough on dashboard. Market cap wise, going down on AI order scan. So I use this, I should talk about this more, but you want to see the tokens have increasing holders while a lot of those tokens are going down, right? But you want to see them gaining holders because that means people are more interested in this. So things like Kiket, Ark, Doshi, like it's nice little, I mean, Solana memes always have this weird fuckery because it's a G chain, but a lot of things, you want to see the ones that overall trend upwards. But let's look at this tweet. So this is talking about a ARK. And I'm not going to talk about this whole tweet here, but essentially what ARK is. So I really do some research on these tokens, and ARK is actually so interesting because it's the AI infrastructure, but it's pretty much the father of this Ask Jimmy and Listen. If you look at these little sub nodes here, ARK is responsible for all of these, which are essentially, I guess you could say that this is just an L1 of its own. And the fact that ARK is only 200 million market cap, like I drew this wedge, could go a little lower in the short term, but the fact is that since ARK is like this currently with this much utility, it's just insane to me. So this is why another thing why I'm bullish on this token is because all of these infrastructure aspects about it is just wow. I don't know how to say it, but as you guys can see here, the composability within a single agent ecosystem, just within this one token of ARK, I just think is quite good. But let's look at this word. Libra scandal is going to end the cycle, isn't it? So the entity that bought $5 million of Libra just now is connected to the entity that sniped $1 million of Trump in the first block of its launch. Yeah, so a lot of tokens, a lot of these large daily runners are having the same cabal over and over again, the same people behind this, the same insiders dumping on you. And yeah, eventually there is going to be someone going to jail for all of this. I'm just going to say that straight up, dude. It's not going to be pretty. But let's look at this where many struggle to stay on the sidelines during weak markets for two key reasons. When trading is their full-time focus, they feel the need to stay active, whether out of boredom or obligation. They see others making gains and feel like they're falling behind even as it's perception. Redefine productivity, research, refine, or step away instead of focusing trades. Detach from the illusion of competition. Sitting out isn't losing, it's avoiding unnecessary risk, and developing patience as a skill. Restraint is just as important as execution. A lot of people, they got to realize when they should be active in markets, when they should be sitting on your hands. Currently, times like these is when you want to be sitting on your hands, doing research, dollar cost averaging slowly, like just those type of things. You don't have to be checking the charts every second of the day. It's not necessary. But let's look at this where if only you guys could see the demand for this in our DMs, A-listers and IPs that grew up, there's an entire agency market being created. Content is human GC since the YouTube to TikTok days is going to be replaced by automated agents. Yeah, so Luna is essentially creating this new, I suppose, agent. So Luna seems to be a bit more of a infrastructure now, where they're now creating this Hey Tracy thing.
Sports analyst and commentator.
They have this AI agent as a social media.
Here's the real play.
So
that means big rewards for all of you.
Yeah, essentially with all of these crazy things going on. So I know Luna's the price is not the hottest right now because virtuals is just getting cooked right now. But overall, this is just subscribing more to the narrative for AI, how it's going to take over so many aspects of our lives, like even social media. Like even some AI things have been taken over, like the meow 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 cat, and perhaps even Luna here. And this is not just going to be a blip in the road. This is most likely going to be a lot more, I would say, within social media, and AI content is going to be a lot everywhere, man. But let's look at this word. Hot take: verifiability of agents will matter until there's something worth verifying, but an agent that people want to use first. So yeah, I like this guy's take sometimes about AI, but one of the most important things about AI is that it has to actually have utility. People actually need to use it. They're not going to invest in a token that has no use case at all. So infrastructure probably catches the most bids because they're actually useful, while AI agents, okay, you want to look for the AI agents that you would actually personally use. So like AXPT, for example, is such a good AI agent because everybody uses it and it provides alpha, the rarest thing in the world. But let's look at this last tweet here. So this is about the Coffeezilla interview with the Libra guy. So he said, Hayden demonstrates a masterclass in self-incrimination. Admits to sniping Libra and Melania to beat other snipers. Misappropriation of $110 million in funds. But don't worry, he'll inject it back to the chart. Market manipulation and undisclosed cola arrangements. Explains that KO is always trying to insider information as difference in capital markets. Also, what the F is the difference between selling and swapping out of Melania? You sniped the token and sold it but didn't liquidate. This lad has a complete lack of moral compass, awareness to what insider trading is, not to mention the clear obfuscation of side wallet activity, caught red-handed due to Portnoy refund. Outside of the typical legal implications, throwing a president under the bus has to be one of the biggest indicators of the cycle. Wild. Yeah, so it's this guy down here. He's literally, I don't know how he got himself in this situation, but he's probably one of the stupidest people ever, man. And I mean, I guess you got to give him some credit because he's catching that bag here by rugging on so many people, but he has, again, like no moral compass. This guy's he's performing insider trading at its peak performance here, and all of these other things where he's essentially scamming these big ass influencer people like the president of Argentina. Like, I don't know, man. This guy, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he caught some time in jail. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say in this video. Nothing really too much to talk about because there was not too much talking about today. Bitcoin is pretty much still choppy. Everyone's losing their minds on crypto. The sentiment is absolutely horrible. But yeah, as I say again, just sit on your hands. You can dollar cost average. Personally, I am still looking at AI on Solana and then base memes. Base memes are pretty good, but I'm still expecting some sort of a short-term chop, a little bit lower on the majors in the next few days, which means things could pull back once again. And I don't think it will go down to like 80s, 90s. For that to happen, we need a super negative catalyst. Currently, if you think about the sentiment as well, sentiment is already at its pits, and for it to go even lower with all these crazy ass shit going on with the Libra token, well, it seems like bottom signals to me somehow. And yeah, perhaps we'll see some sort of rally because the market, it's just been exhausted in the last 2 weeks. And as we all know, nothing goes down forever and nothing goes up forever. But the fact is, we've been down only for the last 2 weeks, and people have been losing their minds so much that the bounce after this is going to be absolutely insane. So the next bounce will most likely be a rally, perhaps to back to the upper ranges here, and then for it to consolidate and then go above the range again. We'll see what's going to happen, but we still have a little bit of chop in the next few days or so, I would imagine. But yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say in this video, and I'll see you guys.